physics, chemistry, and biology. That's what makes this field so interesting. And you can apply it to important problems like human health. I think that is an overriding concern in society. And so the question is what contribution can engineering make to human health? And that's a very attractive topic area to work in. We do two things. Number one, we do research in this area. And engineering research means analysis and design. Okay? And then the second most important thing is of course, we educate students who will carry on with that. That's, in fact, if you like, the primary objective, but the two of them are closely linked together. So the bioengineering department has that as its mission, just like any other department would have. What makes a specific bioengineering? Bioengineer should learn how to think about living tissues in great depth. Okay, so this is a question: how well do you understand, for example, that a certain tissue consists of certain components, and how does one think about those components when they grow, when they go through failure, for example? What do you need to know? You need to know about cells, you need to know about tissues, you need to know about the extracellular matrix, and how do you study them, and how do you quantitatively analyze them? What models, what mathematical models do you build up? That's what bioengineers do. The local impact is we are the only department of bioengineering for many years in the Southern California area, south of LA. Now, however, we have so much interest in bioengineering that every campus in the UC system has a bioengineering program, at least, if not a department. Okay, so the demand for bioengineering has increased, and so have the opportunities for students to get a degree in this particular topic area. And so as a result, if you ask me for the local impact, we have an impact of what happens in Irvine, they have an impact of what happens over here. So there's an exchange that takes place. And it isn't quite as unique as it used to be when bioengineering at UCSD was really the only game in town. It's no longer the case now. For industry, of course, we are the ones who educate students who have background and who have knowledge in life science, and at the same time have some engineering. They have that engineering training that's relevant for working in life sciences. And there are many companies that wish to have that type of skill. And today it's even more refined, where they want to have students, for example, who have very specific engineering skills for particular applications in biology. On a global scale, because we're one of the oldest programs, we have a large number of students in all kinds of different departments across the country and in other countries. So because we've been around almost 50 years now, our graduates are in all places. I just learned yesterday that the chancellors has proposed, and I think the region, I think, still have to approve it, that the next chair in the Department of Surgery, which is a very large department, is actually a biomedical engineer from UCSD. So here you have your impact. What you guys are trying to introduce is a networking capability, right? And that's of course important. That's important for any profession. It's not unique to biomedical engineering. I find it wonderful that you guys are willing to put in such a networking capability that's independent of the university. We do it at the university anyhow. It's an automatic for us because we educate. But if you have a professional network, and that's what is it, Facebook for biomedical engineers, right? That is nothing but a good resource to have. I see nothing but benefits out of that coming. Another way way to look at bioengineering. Bioengineering in the future will likely be one of the broadest engineering discipline areas because life is so diverse and there's so many different areas where engineering and the life sciences are required and where there are opportunities. And so bioengineering at Berkeley or bioengineering at Cornell and bioengineering at UCSD or some other place have different flavors to them. And that's good. I view that as a strength for the field. But that also means that if you happen to be working in a particular area that is relevant for your particular interest, now you wish to have the capability. You probably know in many cases the people who are actively working on it, but then to a certain degree as the field develops and becomes bigger, you may not know, and then you have to have networking capabilities. And I hope that Biomed Wired will provide such a network in the future. Remember, faculty are all concerned about to think through cases that have never been solved. Okay, so they're very experienced in certain areas. You, in many cases, talk to the expert in the particular field, and you can, of course, only gain from them. So the best way to talk to a faculty member is find out what he's interested in, and then go and visit him in the office and ask him about that particular area, get involved, and start a conversation with that faculty member.